Hi everyone, welcome back to Mahavani Diaries. Today, we're talking about a sneaky manipulative trick you might have experienced without even realizing it. It's the kind of behavior that leaves you spinning, questioning yourself, and feeling like you're stuck in someone else's game. If you've ever been ghosted at someone's doorstep or had plans that never quite came together because they fell asleep or something came up, you're not alone. This, my friend, is what I like to call threshold manipulation. Let's paint the picture. Someone you're interested in, or maybe even someone you trust, invites you over. You're excited, maybe even a little nervous, but you're ready to show up. And then, right before you're about to leave, or as you're on your way, they start stalling. It's, I'm running late. Can you hang out nearby for a bit? Or, I forgot something. I'll be there soon. Or the absolute classic. Sorry, I fell asleep after not saying anything for hours. You mean to tell me you invited me over? You knew I was coming, and then you just suddenly decided it was nap time? Yeah, come on. Come on now. That's not just flaky, that's fugazi. And it's a tactic designed to mess with your head. At first, you might think, okay, maybe they really did fall asleep, or maybe I'm overreacting. But if this starts happening repeatedly, you've got to stop making excuses for them and start seeing it for what it is, a calculated move to keep you uncertain and emotionally hooked. Threshold manipulation isn't just about being inconsiderate. It's about control. They're keeping you in limbo, waiting for their next move, wondering if you misread the situation or you're trying to figure out what you could have done differently. And here's the kicker. The more invested you become in figuring it out, the more power you're giving them. They've got you playing their game while they're sitting back, living rent-free in your head, taking up space like the psychological parasite that they are. I've seen this play out with a friend of mine. She was dating a guy who would always pull the same stunt. He'd text her, come over, I want to see you. She'd get ready, drive an hour to his place, and then, surprise, he'd hit her with, oh, something came up. Can you wait for a bit? Hours would pass, and she'd be sitting in her car waiting for an update that never came. By the time he'd finally messaged her again, she'd already be halfway home, feeling confused and embarrassed. And what did she do? She blamed herself. She said, maybe I was too demanding. Maybe I should have been more patient. It broke my heart because I wasn't about her at all. It was about him, testing her boundaries and enjoying the power he had over her. Her time, her emotions. This tactic works because it plays on our natural desire for connection and validation. When someone you care about or think you care about does this, you want to give them the benefit of the doubt. You tell yourself, maybe they're just having a bad day, or maybe they didn't mean it like that. And sure, empathy is beautiful, but when it's not reciprocated, it can become a trap. The truth is, people who use threshold manipulation aren't interested in connection. They're interested in control. They're not trying to build a bridge. They're trying to keep you off balance, questioning yourself, and coming back for more. It's a game to them. And you deserve better than that. Better than to be a pawn in someone else's power trip. This reminds me of the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. One of the laws that ties perfectly here. Never outshine the master. Narcissists see themselves as the master in every dynamic. They need to feel superior, validated, and in control at all times. When you start asserting your boundaries or reclaiming your power, it feels like a threat to their delicate ego. That's why they pull stunts like this. It's their way of reasserting dominance and making sure you know who's in charge. And then there's Law 13. Appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy. You can't fix a narcissist by appealing to their better nature because, frankly, they don't care. Their priority is maintaining their power, not understanding your feelings. Recognizing this is freeing because it means you can stop trying to win them over and start focusing on protecting your own energy. But let's not forget Law 18. Don't build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. When you've been manipulated like this, it's tempting to retreat, shut people out, and build walls to keep the hurt away. But isolation doesn't protect you. It leaves you more vulnerable. The key is discernment, knowing who deserves your energy and who doesn't. Threshold manipulation is also a textbook example of Law 20. Do not commit to anyone. Narcissists don't commit. Not to plans, not to people, and definitely not to accountability. Their ambiguity keeps you guessing, which keeps you invested. It's all part of their strategy to maintain control while staying non-committal. So how do you protect yourself from this? Start by recognizing the patterns. If someone's behavior leaves you feeling undervalued or questioning your own worth, that's a massive red flag. Set boundaries, not to shut people out, but to keep your energy safe. If someone's pulling these stunts, say, I need plans to be clear and reliable. And if you're not sure, then let's just wait to pick a better time. And then stick to it. Don't let their excuses pull you back into the cycle. Most importantly, remember that your worth isn't tied to someone else's flaky behavior. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone, especially not someone who disrespects your time and energy. By recognizing these tactics and refusing to engage, you're reclaiming your power. You're saying, I see through this and I deserve better. Thank you for joining me today. And if you ever dealt with this kind of behavior, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. Let's create a space where we can support each other and share our experiences. And as always, Mahavani Tribe, protect your light, trust your intuition, and stay sovereign. Until next time, take care of yourself. You deserve it.